All right, welcome to the underground. All right, welcome to Goofy Investing. This is one of the first ever live streams that's actually going to be actually posted onto the YouTube. Let me work with some settings real quick. Let me see what this is about here. All right, let me welcome to all that is here, which currently there is zero. But you know what? We're gonna go from zero to hero. All right. Cheers. All right. So the market, when they're all rushing to Nvidia, something that's well known and big and so forth, um, I'm going somewhere else. I got other ideas. When the herd is running to the investment of today, Goofy is going to the actual investment of tomorrow. All right. Let me see here. Let's see if I can. I know there's a way to edit this thing. All right. Let me see here. Share screen, window. There we go. I think it's this one here. No. Okay, here we go. That's one screen. Let me explore to the next. Let me see. Window, entire screen. Okay, we'll do it like this. Let me see. All right. So, Planet 13. This is a stock that is a forgotten underground, very sleepy, very you have to be very patient. You have to be a very impatient and disciplined investor and so forth to be in this. Okay. Um, but I think that this is Planet's year, right? This or next year, regardless of whoever gets elected. Excuse me. All right. Um, Once again, cheers. If there's anybody judging me, what's it called? If there's anybody judging me for drinking Bud Light, their hate fuels my consumer arbitrage for the spread difference. Okay. Cheers. All right. Let's pull up the portfolio. Okay. Let me see here. Pull it up. As you can see, the whole market is pretty much running. A lot of my positions are running, but Planet seems to be left over. All right. Planet seems to be forgotten. Not even forgotten. I argue, not even known. All right. This investment, to me, the way I see it, is more of an arbitrage. Like as far as this investment is more of a venture capital. Okay, this is more of a venture capital investment. They're not in any ETFs. They're not even. I mean, they're barely even trading. There's not much liquidity, um, and it's not a well-known stock. And I think that this is the infancy. This company has not been able to, or not yet been able to make a name for itself just yet in the actual market. When I look at the Planet as an investor, it's not so much as, you know, a lot of investors will look at it and be like, oh, um, this is a good value, and I know it. There's not much historicals, is what I'm getting at. And when you don't have much historicals, you come up with a story. All right. If you do not have the financials to understand when an actual investment is, how do you say, um, when an actual investment, like you can't, if it, all investments are the future, or the present value of future cash flows and profit, correct? So with that being said, if they're not profiting, what does that necessarily mean? That doesn't mean that they'll never profit. If they never profit, the actual value of the stock is zero. So we can slingshot from being an unprofitable company to being profitable. It's trading at 47 cents right now. What's up, Lestat? What's up? What do you want? You want me to come to you? That's not happening. All right. So, where was I? We're talking about future projections. Okay. It's a story. All right. Yeah, that's right. I knew you were going to come to me. All right. It's a story. And it's a story from an investment perspective. Okay. Where are they at tactically? All right. What are they going to do? All right. Um, what is the total addressable market for flowers? All right. They're on the way. They're expanding into Florida. All right. We'll pull up. What does it take to be an investor in this type of company? Well, let's pull it up. All right. Here's my history of Planet. Okay. I've been in this company since 2021. It's like 3 years. Okay. And this is the only recorded one. Now, in all reality, I've been in the company for longer, even since 2020. All right. Give me a second. All right, Miss Dad. Go on, get. All right. Sorry about that. So, going back to what I was saying, it's a story, all right? I've been in since 2020, you know, and I've seen the company when it just, kind of just first starting to launch and so forth. And I've been following with the market trends and sentiment, you know, and I see so much in the planet, so much potential. I think to myself, okay, I buy it now. Who's going to buy this later? And how many layers of opportunity are there? Okay. A lot of these catalysts that I have been, a lot of these catalysts that I have been going through with the planet, um, and so forth, it's just, they've been hitting all the catalysts, but the market has not been giving them the respect, you know. And I think the alpha is there. The more that there's more suppression on the catalysts, it's just a matter of, the smart money is going to look at what they have done and what the market has not realized, and the scales of justice will balance in the valuation, you see. um, but a lot of investors will think, oh, they'll think, oh, what, how do I, am I in it for a quickie? So this type of stock will double quick. Like, it'll go from, how do you say, it'll go from 50 cents to $1 in a matter of 2 days. And you might have a little window of liquidity and a little sensitivity of the penny stock. The gains will not hold. Okay. Maybe. If they stick, there is a sentiment of a thesis running. All right. So when the floodgates open to this type of market, that's it. It's too late. You can't get in. You've had all this time to get in, and then, but no, you just want to wait. You want to wait until we're at the finish line. Well, life doesn't work that way. I'm not like the girl who wants the guy at the finish line. I'm like the girl who wants the guy when they're young and immature, but I see the qualities in the guy to where I know he's just going to be an absolute success and so forth. And I'm willing to work my way towards his loyalty in the later years when he's successful. Okay. That's one of the type of angles to look at it. Another angle to look at it is, it starts with a story and an idea. Okay. What will this company be in the future? what valuation could it command? All right. Right now we're at 1.12 trailing price to sales. Okay. I mean, how can we get to what kind of valuation on a sales metric can we get? Well, I don't know. I mean, I think gross profits will expand with the more stores increasing, and we're increasing with scale and so forth. Analyst consensus estimates, not many analysts. I think more analysts will come in. It's just a matter of time. Um, but you know what? We're scheduled to making a profit of 3 cents next year. All right. That's huge, considering that's the angle of profitability, and on a forward PE metric, it's crazy. And for the growth that we're getting, it's just the start. It's a very exciting opportunity, and the market the market is not recognizing it. So, I'm thinking Planet will be the multi-bagger here. Yeah, there's definitely all the companies in my portfolio will be multi-baggers. I'm confident in that. Could I be wrong? Sure. Maybe one of them goes bankrupt. Who knows? If there was one to go bankrupt, I'll tell you what, it might be this one. This is the risky one. Okay. So what I don't like about Planet, let's talk about what I don't like. All right. You see this net debt position right here? Not a fan. I think that eventually that will subside though. Planet has um typically has been a net cash position type of stock. And with that, I think they will keep up that tradition after the acquisition. The free cash flows come in line. Maybe they do a couple more raises. Yes, dare I say dilution. But that's just part of it. That's just part of that's just part of the game. All right. What is my thesis though? What is my thesis? Let me pull up some catalysts here. We've hit these catalysts. Nothing has happened. We're in an election year, and there is a lot of busy stuff happening. Everybody is focused on a lot of other stuff. There's assassination attempts. There's different policy stuff. There's um, world war stuff happening. There's a lot of busy stuff, and I think that this sector has not really gotten attention or garnered attention. You know, right now it's about AI and semiconductors and so forth, and that's exciting and all. But I think when that's played out, the market will shift. I think these stocks will get a lot more attention on CNN or CNBC, and I think that this will be the new venture. Well, it is the venture of today, and then but when we start climaxing, the floodgates of capital will run in, and my stock will be worth so much more. Okay, so that's something to consider. All right. Man, there's like nobody on the freaking live stream. Okay, perhaps I'll schedule a live stream for some other day that's more busy. I guess everybody got something going on Saturday. But as far as Planet goes, all right, what is the what is it that attracts me about the what is it that attracts me? Okay. You see this there's a ETF, okay? And it's a venture, like I said, it's relative to like a venture capital phase. Okay. So they're not even qualified to be in the IMSO's ETF. Um, they need, I say, a billion market cap. Well, they're at 156 million right now, and I think they're undervalued by so much. I think they can command price to sales of 10, and And right now they're trading at price to sales at 1.12 and forward sales of 1 point shy of 20. This thing can be a 10 price to sales multiple easily when the sentiment shifts. Will that be a 10x? No, it would probably be a 5 bagger right there. But when it due to dilution, okay, but when it happens and we get into the IMSO's ETF and this becomes, I think that the IMSO's ETF will be the actual center of commerce when it comes to all the institutional funds and institutional investors and investment banks and so forth. They'll all start flooding into this the IMSO's ETF, because they'll probably say, you know what, some of them will fail, but you know what, I'll be able to participate in the mass sector, and we know that the sector will probably succeed with legalization. So when that happens, we're already, 8x or whatever, and we get into the ETF. It's just another step in the process. And then we can get uplisted into, with 280 removal and so forth, we can get uplisted into different indices and such as the Russell and so forth. So, and dare I say, an options chain will happen. All right. You're getting this thing for pennies on the dollar. All right. At this phase, because the market has not respected the catalyst. All right. This is not me selling the stock. Okay. This is my personal thoughts of why I'm in Planet. All right. And it's a different business model that's differentiated from the other cannabis companies. The other cannabis companies are focused more on little stores and so forth, and they believe in, their balance sheets are horrible. Okay. I don't like bad balance sheets. All right. If there's some you know about me. Now, if there's a bad balance sheet and a company has committed to how do you say, paying down the balance sheet, I look at that like we got, how do you say, from an attraction purpose, if you got a lot of fat on the body and the company says we're going to the gym and we're going to burn the fat, that's good to shareholder value. That's a opportunistic angle to look at. All right. So since we have no participation on the live stream, all right, I apologize. I rescheduled. I had work obligations that ran me. I was working until 2 in the morning last, or 2 in the morning today. That was running from the day before. Yes, it's a crazy job, but I had to reschedule. I needed more rest, so that's on me. Um, we're gonna go from zero to hero. It's gonna take some time, but it'll happen. All right. But thank you all for your support. Be sure to like and subscribe, and check out my Patreon. And much love to y'all.